Boxing King Media powered by BYD. Adam, Azim, literally a couple of days away from the biggest fight of your life. Would you say this is the biggest fight, amateur, pro, the hardest test you've had?
Of course. Biggest fight of my life, biggest fight of my career. And, I've got here, I've done really well in my life. I've done really well in the amateurs, done very well in the professionals. Now is my time, to come back and show everyone who I am.
It is. I think it feels like you've been out of the game for such a long time. So I think fans are excited to see you back. So, one of the things that that stuck out this week, and even in that first press conference you guys did, a few months back, there was like Ohara's antics, probably the best way I can describe it. You've seen the stuff he's come out and he said in the press conference, then stuff he said today, almost kind of making it sound like he's not bothered and he's just here for the money. And, he's talked openly about, if I get knocked out, I get knocked out, I ain't got much long left. I don't know if you've been watching his Instagram stuff, he's put a lot of stuff on there. So do you think that's mind games or whatever it is? How are you dealing with all that?
Look, he's entitled to what he says, but I'm not been looking at my socials, to be honest, because I'm on this Nokia, so it tells you how focused I am for this fight. I don't really go on my phone. I just need to be fully switched on, and by me staying away from social media is probably the best thing ever, because if I've got a fight, I've got a big massive fight, I've got to play my part as a mature athlete and to not go on my social media. But the other thing as well is just he's entitled to what he likes to say, but the thing is, look, I'm going to be facing the best of Ohara, so either way, I don't look at that stuff. I'm switched on, like he's in my way. He's going to be fighting for the world title, and do you know what I mean? So he's a world title contender, and we're both going to put on a great fight.
It is, and it's fair to say that Ohara is, no one's ever questioned how much he's got left, or no one could ever say that he's towards the end of his career, because obviously the last fight, everyone knows he just got caught cold. Prior to that, he was on a brilliant run. So it is on paper, most people have described it as a really hard test. So what's the biggest thing you're concerned about that Ohara brings to the table? The mind games or anything specific in that actual fight?
To be honest, there's no mind games going on. He can say what he likes, but I'm fully focused for this fight. There's literally like a lot of people saying, is his mind right? Or is it mind games? I'm being myself. This has been a very comfortable, press conference, comfortable media workout. And I'm just looking forward to the fight. I've got literally no nerves in my body right now. I've literally got butterflies because I'm itching to get into the ring.
I think he's talked about it. I think he said in the first press conference that he wants to go for a curry with you somewhere.
Yeah, of course.
Have you got one in mind?
I haven't got one in mind yet, but look, there's a Nando's around the corner, there's a Wingstop around the corner, but a nice curry would be nice, so it'd be like a get together. I get all the boys like Bilal Ali, Anthony Yard, me, him, Ohara Davies, and maybe Tunde. Tunde likes to come and join us, but look, we're all going to be friends after the fight. It is what it is, because we all, we're friends, innit? But at the end of the day, we need to, sometimes you have to fight your friends to get where you need to get in your life. And we both, like, the financials are great, but we have to fight each other. That's how it is.
That's it, man. Let's talk about this Nokia. I think that's enough boxing questions. I'm curious about this Nokia. What Nokia model is that?
This is the new, actually, 2024 version.
Pull it up to the camera so they can.
Really the best one, but it's just got
what can you do on it?
Text, phone, pay a bit off like games, like little mini games.
Got snakes
still on there. Look, I just doodle jump, but look, you know what? I've just got to get off the social media, get off the phone, and get away from these two guys that are sitting right in front of me. But yeah, it's if you want to act like a mature athlete, act like you're a professional, just get off your social media. Look at Arthur, how he was, very Islamic. He's got his tasbih in his hand. He's fully focused. He's, like a lot of people saying like, oh, he's arrogant, he's rude. No, he's the way he carries himself is a very mature matter, because when he was sitting down as a Muslim, he was just doing his tasbih while the press conference is going on, while he was in the changing room, and straight away he goes straight to Umrah. So he carries himself as a true professional.
Oh, you brought up Arthur Beterbiev there, so I'll probably speak to you about him as well, because I was going to talk about him. So as like a young athlete looking at somebody like him, you must have seen the content on Boxing King Media, obviously the stuff we did with him pre-fight and post-fight. What do you kind of take from him and learn from him when you watch the way he carries himself?
the way he carries himself, I think he's a true champion, because the way he's carried himself throughout the whole fight, the whole press conference, weigh-in, everything. He always thinks about Allah as well, which is the main thing as well. As a Islamic person like himself, what amazed me, he got up for Fajr, went to the mosque straight away after his fight, then went on to Umrah. When I look at that, I need to do the same thing, because all my success has come from Allah. I need to give it back like that.
It's easy saying that, but watching him do that, because I'll be honest, I was quite not surprised, because that's the kind of person he is, but that must I don't know if it gives you like chills down your spine when you watch somebody like him who's got everything you could ask for, undisputed title, all the money in the world, and the first thing he wants to do is he don't want to celebrate. He wasn't even celebrating, believe it or not. I spent the last 3 hours, 3 hours after his fight, I spent him around him, and he literally, all he was worried about was counting down the clock to go to the mosque.
Yeah, do you know what? This is a proper true champion. This is a proper Islamic man as well. The thing is, what he said in the ring, he said that it was such a close fight, but Allah chose him that day to win, and that shows that it's just amazing. Such an amazing person he is.
How did you score that fight? I'm guessing you watched it.
I did watch it. I initially thought it was a draw first, but then when I look back at it, I watched it again while I was obviously doing my training session, like what, 2-3 days ago, and I think I had Arthur winning by 1 round, 2 rounds. So it was a very close fight, and it's probably, I would like to see it again.
And the exercises that he does, all them crazy push-ups. We saw Anthony Yard mess about with that today. Can you do any of that stuff? You ever tried it?
I've tried it a few times, but it's very difficult to do. I haven't got big, forearms, big wrist, but he's been doing it for years. I think it's my turn to try doing that. It's good exercises as well, so it'd be great.
You never met him, have you?
No, I've never met him, but it'd be an honour and privilege to meet a person like that, and it'd be great.
And obviously, looking at that card, you would have watched, Boxer had quite a lot of fighters on, somebody you've been shared the cards with before, Ben Whittaker. I'm not going to ask you about the fight, but just want to talk to you about the backlash Ben got on the back end of that fight. And I know you've not had nothing like that yet, but how do you think, and if ever you got any negative feedback like he got because of the ending of that fight, how do you think you'll deal with it?
It's the boxing world, man. Any in your book, everyone gets criticised in boxing. There's always backlashes coming up, people commenting bad stuff about him. But look, everyone gets that in their life, and the way to handle it is just, you've got to prove it again. Get back in the ring and prove it again who you are. Stay away from the social media. Stay away from your phone. Just go enjoy life. Think about the stuff that you've done, and go work on the stuff that you need to work on, and see what you need to change in your camp.
You're obviously young. You're like 22. Like, God forbid if you ever had to deal with that kind of backlash. Does that scare you in any way? Does it? You feel like because I can only imagine what Ben must be going through with the amount of shit I've seen about him online, and people kind of forget, what he did before that, etc. But obviously, when you carry yourself like that, the pressure's on always.
Yeah, of course. Look, if I ever got that, I probably know how to deal with it, because the best thing to do is just stay away from your phone. Just go think about what you need to do next. A lot of people keep thinking about what I did in the ring and what I did wrong. Sometimes you can't please the fans, you can't please everyone. You got to please yourself. So best way to handle that is just go back and think about what you've done.
Just out of curiosity, what is the worst comment you've ever read about yourself that's like proper pissed you off? Because there must be one out there that you still remember.
You know what? The most comment I've seen is Dalton Smith. That's the only thing I keep seeing. Just let me handle business on Saturday, come back with the mic afterwards, and we start talking about him.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that because you've done enough about them. We'll discuss that after the fight. So, and then obviously we saw Liam Cameron. You will have seen, his interviews and the way he's come across. You've seen the other side of boxing where people can literally turn you into a hero overnight. Have you found that stuff that's come from him?
Oh, Liam Cameron.
Yeah.
Look, he done really well that night. A lot of people didn't expect him to come out like that. He did do good in the fight. Like the way he carried himself in the fight, he done well. Look, it was at the first time, look, Ben come out really fast, and then he had him just a couple rounds later. But look, we never know if Ben might come back throughout the whole rounds and grinded his way to win. But it looked that clash was a really hard fall, but I've got really nothing much to say about that because, you know, I was really training myself, but all I just saw him just going back, but it looked like he snapped his back, or like Liam Cameron was on the floor as well, so he looked like he was gone, and I thought both of them was going to be laid out, but I think he got the urge to get up, and, you know, he wanted to fight.
And then just you know, away from that fight, just want to ask you about, you know, yourself. Obviously, you've been at the ring for quite a while. How have you kind of founded the, you know, the limelight side of things? Because obviously there was so much limelight on you, like say 4 or 5 months ago, and now you've kind of been like almost in the shadows, and now it's almost like another comeback type of thing. How have you kind of found all that experience?
I'm back, and I'm back to, you know, put myself to show people who I am. So thing is, everything happens for a reason. I did have an injury on my foot, and I was initially meant to fight Harlem Eubank, but that didn't take place. But now I'm back, baby.
You are, and you know, just out of curiosity, the time you've had away, what kind of stuff has been making you happy? Because obviously you've not been training, so away from training, what's been making you happy and content?
Well, what makes me happy is training. So, and I was so happy to get back in the ring and train and spar and do my pads, everything. And to be honest, I was just chilling with my friends most of the time, like all the people I love, and, you know, the family. Also, my baby sister makes me happy as well. So,
you know, when you say you're chilling with your friends, what's Adam Azim's like type of chilling?
maybe ask them to that.
Somehow I don't think what their type of chilling is probably your type of chilling.
Look, whatever they do, I do the exact same thing.
Well, I know one of your friends smokes about 3 shisha pipes a day. So
No, that's okay. Firstly, that's not me. I don't smoke, but, you know, when they go shisha lounges, obviously I've never smoked in my life, but I'll go there and support them. You know, like keep blowing.
we're not worried about passive smoking.
No. I sit on the other side, like away from the smoke. I just eat my food, but I've not been to a shisha lounge for quite a while now. So, but, you know, it's good to keep the lungs well. But
You ever smoked shisha?
nah, I never smoked shisha in my life.
Are you saying that because your dad's in the room?
No, I've never smoked shisha. For those people who do smoke shisha, it's very bad for you. I did tell these lot, but they'll listen, innit?
Yeah.
But even though I still encourage them to smoke, because I'm there, I'm like, yeah, keep smoking.
What's your cheat? You know, because your friend over there, he likes shisha, likes desserts, he was eating a fried burger. He's got some, funny enough, bring him on camera. He's got some, just to give the fans an idea that these are the kind of friends you've got. You're making weight, and this is what your friends have got.
Wait, look, he's got burger here. Look,
Pull it up.
and pepper.
Pull it up.
Look, give this off the way into tomorrow, mate. Right now, you're a terrible friend.
Yeah.
Bringing this here, coming to my hotel room, and giving me this, mate.
You want to see it for you, right?
You know what? You know, sometimes what I do, yeah, if I like a particular type of food, I go to him, listen, eat it, and tell me how it is, because I'm cutting weight and making weight. So, yeah. So he had like a full pack of Lotus biscuit, and I only told him I had one. This guy had the whole pack, and I said, "How was it?" It was so lovely. I had the whole pack.
There you go. So, the fact that you're me.
My cheat day, I could tell you, burgers. I like a lot of burgers, actually. I do like the Nusrat burgers. There's a lot of burgers.
£100 burgers.
Nah, do you know what? Obviously, I'm a Pakistani myself. A lot of people like to think what is the cheapest place to go. Go at lunchtime, 2 o'clock, Nusrat burger. You get a starter, then you get the burger itself, and then you get a dessert. Is that right?
Yeah, I think
Is it?
side main.
Yeah, it's only £30, so I'm not paying £100.
Wow. See, there you go. People will be sat there thinking Adam Azim's fighting a Sky Sports main event, and they'll be spending £500 at Nusrat. But you're going when the bargain times are on, yeah, lunchtime.
Of course, yeah. But what I do love the most is mojitos right now. I just need one.
Yeah.
Mojito.
What flavour?
Probably like classic mojito, strawberry mojito, one of them two. I need one right now.
Wicked, and it doesn't help that your mate's got Krispy Kremes in the room. So another thing I want to ask you, like I asked a lot of boxers this last week, and I found some like interesting answers. What's your biggest fear? Are you scared of anything? Do you have any phobias?
I'm scared of Allah.
Yeah.
Yeah, scared of Allah.
Yeah, wicked. I thought you might say spiders, or because that's what.
Also, I'm scared of my mum like telling me off as well when I'm not cleaning my room, or she might give me a backhand if I don't do it.
I'm going to put you in the spot now. When's the last time you had a backhand?
Backhand. Probably yesterday because I didn't clean out my room, but I slipped it. You know, just like slip and slide. Do you know what I mean?
I might put your parents on the spot here. Like, who's the who's more like, you know, on the discipline side, mum or dad?
Both, but particularly my dad. Yeah, my dad is very strict and everything, so he likes everything to be 100%.
And that's what obviously makes you what you are. So that's it really. So you literally, what, day before you weigh in, you're watching boxing videos. What else is on your playlist?
Roy Jones Jr., James Toney. I was watching Gervonta Davis, Canelo, Floyd in his old times, but I do like watching Roy Jones Jr. because he's got the swagger. So yeah, I'm ready to go, ready to fight. But first you get the weigh-in done, and then fight night, not long.
Good stuff, man. Anything else you want to add before I let you go? I think that's pretty much it. I don't want to take up any more of your time. I know you got to go to sleep.
I'm just looking forward to the fight, really. You know, shout out to everyone who's coming out. Shout out to everyone who's watching. Just be ready. Be ready for Saturday night. It's gonna be a good fight, and yeah, I'll see Boxing Key Media straight after the fight.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time, Adam Azim.